Hellos, welcomes back everyone. AnthWolf here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as Morathi on the world of Corellia. We have answered the duel from Darth Thanaton and arrived here on this planet. And it seems he was trying to trap us here in our starting location of Incorporation Islands. We've managed to claim control of the rocket tram system, allowing the Imperial soldiers to move around once again. But Darth Thanaton is not attacking us directly. It seems he's targeting our power structure first. We have a fleet led by Moff Pyron arriving in system, and Thanaton plans to destroy the refueling refineries that are over in Labor Valley. In addition, another Dark Council member, Darth Decimus, who is leading the consolidation and attack here on Corellia, has asked for assistance, and there are rebels over in Labor Valley that we need to deal with. So, here we go. Let us continue. There is a slim chance we may encounter a player from the Republic faction here.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business.
A very slim chance. So, let us be on our way. Taking some of the lovely Coronet City as we travel. That reminds me, I should actually switch up my graphical settings once again. I don't think Corellia tends to give me much problems. Here we are in Labor Valley. It's certainly seen better days. This is one of the major industrial districts of Coronet City. So it was heavily bombarded when the Empire first arrived, and before the government turned themselves over. So actually, give me a moment. Graphical settings, anti-aliasing, we'll turn that back up. Okay. Right, so we are starting in the southernmost region. I think the Republic end up around here somewhere. What's either way? Right, so we need to go through the Solonian tunnel network to hit and deal with the explosives set to destroy the fuel refinery. While we're here, though, let's also see how we can assist the Empire's efforts on this world. So we have a droid which would introduce us to the flashpoint Directive 7. We'll speak to the droid, but I don't think I've ever actually ran through this flashpoint before.
Verifying identity complete. Please stand by for official communication from the Citadel.
My lord, I appreciate your indulgence. I am Moff Jayak. I would like to request your assistance in an urgent operation. 87 hours ago, the 5th Naval Patrol Group was attacked. All hands were lost. 1,239 servicemen total.
Has the Republic developed some kind of new weapon? A new ship class?
No, this attack was not carried out by Republic forces. Our servicemen were slaughtered by their own droids. We found the corpses orbiting in perfect rings around Aduba.
Aren't droids programmed to be loyal? How could they rebel like that?
We believe they were compelled to do so by a third party. The attack on our ships was not an isolated incident. Droids elsewhere have disappeared or sabotaged our efforts. All of these incidents have been linked to a secret movement calling itself Directive Seven, a cadre of rogue droids that plans to exterminate all life in the galaxy.
Wholesale galactic genocide is rather a high goal to set, isn't it?
Our intelligence suggests that the goal is well within their reach. Time is against us. The renegades are already beginning to put their genocidal plans into motion. We must act now. I am organizing a strike against Directive Seven's headquarters to begin as soon as possible. I would like you to spearhead the operation.
I would be honored to destroy this threat to our empire.
I am currently headquartered on the Imperial fleet. Come to the coordinates provided and I will brief you more fully on the operation. I hope to see you soon.
He says
The connection has
uncertainly.
been closed. Thank you for your time.
We still actually were planning to run the Red Reaper flashpoint, weren't we? Directive 7. Actually thought it might have been like a protocol. Like Order 66. But no, seemingly it's organization, a group of rogue droids.
Welcome to the Blitz, my lord. Darth Decimus told me you'd be gracing us with your presence. What we've got here is a clean-up operation. Factories were moving massive amounts of supplies to rebels across Corellia. Bomber brigades came in. We rained fire on their heads, ripped the factories apart. We just need to beat down the rebels hiding out inside.
Why the hesitation?
My boys are in the field, but the enemy's tearing them apart. Now that you're here, we can revise our attack. We're getting intel from an inside source. Unfortunately, his dalliances with the local women make him perpetually late.
Manners, Major Tradick. We all have our vices. I'm sorry we haven't met. I'm Darbin Sul, Corellia's top counselor, friend to the Empire. I hope the Major hasn't dirtied my reputation.
I hear you're feeding us intel on the rebels.
I have friends, acquaintances in the Resistance. I pretend I'm sympathetic to their fight, and they tell me things like who's supplying them. Certain factories were churning out military-grade munitions, battle droids, you name it. All donated right to the Resistance across the core worlds.
That's why we bombed those factories into an inferno.
Not quite the subtle approach I hoped for. The bombardment trapped the rebels in the burning wreckage. Now they're angry, desperate, and sitting on the largest weapons stockpile in the core. If the rebels get those weapons functional, we may as well abandon Corellia.
I'll burn their weapons to cinders. Then those rebel worms will be ripe for squashing.
Those Corellians fight dirty. Whatever munitions they've got have downed every squad sent their way.
You'll do better. Just wipe out their weaponry. If I know my people, they'll bow to the Empire once their hope is crushed.
Darbin Sul. We have a codex entry on him. Corellian Councilman. Charming, charismatic, and opportunistic. One of the youngest individuals ever elected to the government council. When the Empire began plotting its takeover of the world, he was quick to sell out the Republic in exchange for the promise of a promotion to Prime Minister once the Imperial seized power. Well, he's actually the face of my smuggler when I was playing as, I believe, my bounty hunter. He inspired me in his sleazy Corellian way to model my character on him. But oh yes, Lord Valash. We won't be speaking to her because she's crazy. I think it's her anyway. Either way.
Grab some turf, my lord, if you want to watch. The Corellian Star Drive Corporation has been funding resistance cells all over the city. So I'm turning their headquarters into a crater. As soon as I get the all clear from my buddy down there, I'll flip the switch and boom. No more corporation.
Rebellion like that cannot go unpunished.
Agreed. They're the biggest corporation on Corellia, so they thought the Empire wouldn't slap them down. This should... Ah, there's my call.
Blow it, quick! They know we're here! Repeat, the Republic's found us! Blow it!
Last. Long-range detonator's not working. The pubs must have put a dampening field up.
Surely you must have thought something like this might happen.
I'd be pretty lousy at my job if I didn't have a backup plan. Just didn't see it getting this bad. A short-range detonator will still blow the charges, but you'd have to fight half the pub army while doing it. I wouldn't last 10 seconds. Respectfully, sir, you've got to help.
Watch. The dark side is more powerful than your explosives.
Your work's cut out for you, my lord. Force or no force. There's a delay on each bomb after it's triggered. That'll give you time to get out of the blast zones. Don't stick around after you set them off. The timer's not that long. And it's a big boom.
Delightful. So we must strike at this Star Drive Corporation. Okay. And we have this Jerris Res as well.
I'm ruined. Finished. Those blasted Solonians with their riots and their mangy hides. Too busy fighting the Empire to think about the working man. The entrepreneur.
You just need to learn to deal.
I just don't like those animals getting between me and my payday. Major Tradic's expecting me to deliver a shipment of military-grade ordnance, but the Furball Coalition won't even let a rumor get through. It's not just the Solonians, either. Wookiees, Strawl, just about every flea bag in the galaxy's stonewalling me.
A Sith fears no one.
Hey, yeah. Yeah, I bet you could do something about those walking carpets. I'm sure you don't give a Cathar's hackles about me, but there's an entire regiment of Imperial troops waiting for this gear. If you clear out those mongrels, I should be able to deliver the merchandise. Heck, I'll cut you in on a slice of the profits.
I'd say we've come to an agreement.
So you'll do it? Maybe I'm not headed for financial ruin after all. The Wookiees and the Drawl are the ones I'm most concerned about. Thin their numbers a bit, and we'll be in business.
I'm not really doing this for him, but helping the Empire here certainly is going to assist with our Kagath. So, we need to leave the tunnel network here till later. The Wookiees and the Drow are next to the Resistance stronghold. That is not what I meant to do, but oh well. Right. Let's strike out at our war camp here. So we might as well head up, walk into a blockade. Nice job, me. Might as well head up and strike at Star Drive first. So the Republic have definitely put out a lot of troops here in Labor Valley, at least on this region. There are Imperial troops pushing around the Republic tram station. Ooh. Oh, we have another exploration mission here.
Emperor favor you, my lord. Our occupation continues as planned. Shame the locals aren't more cooperative. They should be thanking us. Instead, they fight. Call us conquerors, oppressors. The Republic has poisoned their minds. But no matter. Their factories are in ruins, their supplies dwindle. Soon these radicals will be powerless.
Let's hope you're right about that.
Rebels are scattered, desperate, reliant on a few supply caches to maintain their resistance. And we've located one such cache. It's heavily guarded, but confiscating those supplies will rob the insurgents of much-needed resources. Can I count on you for this?
I'll do everything in my power.
The rebels are hurting for supplies. They won't give up that cache without a fight.
Okay, and where is it? Oh, okay. Just around the bend. Right. Well, first of all, we'll hit Star Drive and then go from there. Right, let's see. We have a couple of bombs. One in the meeting room and one in the lab. Hello! Seems we don't have a bonus mission here.
Finished.
Luckily this is an instanced area, so anyone we defeat won't be coming back. Right, time to go. Wait, did I just see the blast radius? I thought it was meant to be a rather considerable blast. That was not what was advertised. Oh crap, we made friends. Wait a minute. Short range detonator. Yeah, deadly. Right, we have this supply cache we can deal with. It's just round the corner here. Why can't we talk? What the hell? What happened there? I'll be claiming these supplies, thank you. Excellent. Let's pull out our map. Okay. So I was contemplating going back to the Labour Valley tram station via the quick travel, but we need to hand over the supplies. So we'll just follow the road back and then head towards the rebel stronghold in the arms factory. Security chest over there.
I destroyed the rebels' supply cache.
Then we're one step closer to ending this pointless uprising. You've done the Empire a great service today. We may yet see this planet fall in line.
Right, so we need to, let's see. Yeah, okay. Some regions here on Corellia, especially on Corellia, have these little underground passageways you can travel through to different districts. Some of them are filled with hostiles, some were filled with more neutral enemies. But it's sometimes good to look at the map and kind of plan your route. So, yeah, let's go hit the Droll and the Wookiees just north of the stronghold. And then we'll hit the rebels. So nice they're actually working together. Ah, so these are most of the munitions either the rebels have or maybe were promised by this Jerris. Of course, the Wookiees, Drow, and Solonians were getting in his way. Here is the Republic stronghold, though. Well, resistance stronghold. We have a bonus mission. No, it's actually part of the main mission, to defeat 12 guerrillas. And destroy some of their weapons supplies. Right.
Life ended.
Making good work of the resistance. We just need to destroy more of their supplies so that the Imperial Army will have better luck mopping up after us. Okay, that's our task complete. I wonder if there was more to this quest back in the day. Because this heads us into the data banks, which we don't need to do. Oh well, no matter. Right, back to... Oh, yeah, back up to the war camp. Unless we need to come back here for any reason, but that would be awkward. It could have been part of another quest, of course. Maybe like the heroic that we didn't pick up.
That was amazing. I saw the fires through my optics. Part of me still wishes we could have blown all the charges at once, but that... Corellian star drives won't be funneling any more money.
This demonstration will remind the other corporations to toe the line.
Politics is for the brass and the movers and shakers. I just blow up what they tell me to. You really pulled my fat out of the fire. You ever need some custom work done? I owe you.
Excellent. So yes, we can now speak to Lord Valash. We won't be. She likes fire a great deal. So much so, that's all she can really talk about.
I cleared out all the Wookiees, Solonians, and Droll for you.
That you did. Just got word the goods made it to Tradix safely. Here's your cut, as promised. You certainly got away with those mongrels. Should have asked you to snag a few pelts while you were out there.
Oh, we have another side mission available to us.
The rebel weapons shipments are stopped permanently. The resistance is broken.
Good show. See what a little elbow grease can do, Major?
Can it, Darbin? Darth Decimus will want to hear this.
Major, Counselor, and my good friend.
What news on the rebel supplies?
Destroyed, my lord. The resistance in Labor Valley is defeated.
That's not entirely accurate. Their weapons are in flames, but the rebellion here is still kicking.
I'm aware of their persistence, Counselor. Intelligence monitored the rebels' retreat. They slithered into the tunnels beneath Coronet City, like the worms they are.
What tunnels?
There's a network of underground pipelines. Rumor says they stretch kilometers beneath Coronet City. All of it, Solonian territory.
If those furry aliens are part of the resistance, we'll blast them off Corellia.
Patience, Major. The Solonians are fierce warriors, and those tunnels are their nest. Your men wouldn't survive 5 minutes.
You don't know the half of it. I've seen holos of a gang that attacked the tunnels, clawed to pieces.
These creatures may challenge your street gangs, but they're no match for the Force.
Of course, my lord. But those tunnels are a maze packed with the savage beasts. Best to keep your lightsaber drawn at all times.
The rebels are down there collaborating with the Solonians. They're following the orders of Myrtle, a vicious warrior, and the Solonians' den mother. Her tunnels are the rebels' lifeline, moving troops and supplies beneath Coronet City. Take Myrtle's lair, and we'll fracture the rebellion.
The Solonian tunnels will soon belong to the Empire.
Storm the Solonian warren and deal with them. Once you're in, Imperial forces will cut off their escape. As for you, Darbin, I require your unique perspective elsewhere. Take the first rocket tram to Axial Park. Await my orders.
Right away, my lord. Corellia's Prime Minister-to-be is happy to serve.
Domesticate the Solonians or kill them. May the dark side guide you.
Thank you, Darth Decimus. Okay. Plenty of things to sell. Do we need to go into the same tunnel network? We do. Right. I'm actually going to head straight there. I know I have a side mission next to me. I'll be totally honest with you. I'm feeling a little bit fatigued. So I'm going to push through here in Labor Valley before calling it an evening. And even though the side mission may only take an extra 5 or 10 minutes, it's good. It's creeping up on me. I might as well be honest with you all. It's been a long day. Productive. I can always come back and finish claiming Corellia for the Empire tomorrow. Tomorrow being... yes. I can do it tomorrow. I was thinking, what plans do I have? What day is it? Sometimes the days are kind of blurring together. Get into the Solonians' tunnels. Right. Where the hell are we? Oh, we're over here. Right. Okay. Do we have any bonus missions en route? We do not. Not at the moment, anyway. Probably once we get into the unique instance areas. Let's go... oh, crap. Challenge Myrtle first, before we go deal with the situation at the fuel refinery. So we need to be along and through there. But first things first. How much health does Zalek have? 24,000 to our 15, and he is only influence rank 5. Yeah. Right. We are heading this way. Plenty of Solonians trying to get in our way, but we are attacking their nest. Still no bonus mission. Not a complaint, more just an observation. Just means that it isn't a bonus mission, we can just avoid a lot of the mob groups here. Step around them.
I've heard much of the Solonians' fearsome leader. I'd rather hear what a Solonian scream sounds like.
Life ended.
Oh.
Corellia is under new management, Myrtle. Impressive work, my lord. These rebels were foolish to fight a Sith of your power. I am General Heska, Imperial Guard. Darth Decimus sent us to assist.
I expected troop backup, not someone of your rank.
The Imperial Guard responds to the most vital missions. We flanked the den and caved in the tunnels behind us. The rebels' transportation network is crushed. As for the Solonians, Darth Decimus leaves their fate in your hands.
Solonians will make good servants, but revolt again, and you're finished.
Finally, we can focus on our fight with the Republic. Corellia's once pristine Axial Park is now a war zone. The Republic's desperately fighting to regain control. Darth Decimus hopes you'll lead our offensive. We collapsed the tunnels leading out, so you must take a rocket tram to Axial Park. Meet me in our garrison. We'll crush them.
Excellent. So yes, General Heska of the Imperial Guard. Currently leading the Imperial Guard while here on Corellia, he is considered a brilliant field tactician, an accomplished pilot, and virtually unstoppable in battle. He first saw military action during the sacking of Coruscant, assigned to the first wave of shuttles to land on the surface of the planet. His squad was intended for a diversionary role to draw initial Republic fire. Instead of becoming mere blaster fodder, he led his team in a furious assault that broke the Republic lines and transformed the battle into an Imperial rout. He quickly gained recognition both inside the military and Imperial Guard, and his deeds since have firmly established his reputation as one of the Empire's greatest military heroes. General Heska's just one of those names that'll crop up now and again. He well deserves his reputation. Okay, onwards to the fuel refinery. Most of our time here in Labor Valley is complete. Darth Decimus would like us to meet with General Heska once again in Axial Park. Axial Park being a place of pride for the Corellians. A lot of their history and culture is housed there. A lot of museums. And the place is currently a war zone. As we continue to push the Republic and the Resistance back. Right, let's go track down Darth Thanaton's forces. Oh, he's hired mercenaries to do the job. I guess, even though we ourselves have somewhat committed treason, he wouldn't want his name linked to the potential destruction of so many Imperial ships. Yes, let's short out the explosives by using lightning. We never really studied demolitions at all, did we, as a Sith?
Life ended.
Again, going back to a much, much earlier argument, we never really were formally trained, were we? We were just kind of thrown into situations and hoped that the situation didn't kill us. While at the same time, the people who throw us into those situations hope that those situations would kill us. No matter. That's the explosives dealt with. Let's see if Darth Thanaton is anywhere around. The fact that he's got mercenaries here makes me think that he may not be, but you never know. Ah, I was gonna say, is this the way I need to go? And we gain a new renown rank. How are we doing there, Anne? Renown rank 30. Not bad. Not bad at all. Actually, how are we doing in terms of our... Ah! How are we doing in terms of our weekly conquest? We'd actually just achieved it. More tech fragments, a small conquest equipment crate. The items are determined by your discipline and currently equipped item rating. Right. So, before I open this crate, it may be worth my while boosting my item rating by switching out my armor mods. Right, okay. We'll endeavor to do that then.
Finished.
That would hopefully mean we get greater rewards for our trouble. Oh, hello. He is here after all.
Not bad, but not enough. Now everyone sees your weakness. You've saved your fleet, but you've let the enemy slip from your grasp.
The control valve's over there. Well, of course Darth Anton escaped. He planned to escape, he just stood there and waved at us. Bloody coward.
My lord, the refinery is ours. The fleet is refueling as we speak.
As soon as it's done refueling, I want it in position and ready to deploy.
With pleasure, my lord. We've located Thanaton's main base of operations on Corellia. An old Republic command center inside the Museum of Corellian Industry. All of his resources are centered on that base. And better still, few people know that it no longer belongs to the Republic.
We must obliterate Thanaton's base. Get the fleet ready.
The fleet has more than enough firepower to do the job, but unfortunately the base is shielded from within against orbital attacks. If I know Thanaton, the place is just as heavily guarded inside. To take out those shields, you'll want a strike force at your back.
Are you offering your men to help me?
I'm afraid I don't have a man to spare, and certainly none with the kind of training you'd need. You'd want field commandos. There's an Imperial Commando outpost outside the Coronet City Zoo. They should get you inside the base to destroy the shield generators. When the shields are down, the fleet will strike.
Okay. We are going to be commandeering a fleet. Sorry, a set of commandos. A fleet. We'll be using our fleet, but yeah. Right. Right. We need to get ourselves over to Axial Park. To get ourselves back over to the Labor Valley tram station. Let's see. I'll open up these renowned caches first. An unidentified earpiece, we don't need that. Ooh, the Shatek headgear. I think I've seen one of these before, but we'll grab it anyway because I don't have one stored away. An accuracy power enhancement and another focus. Oh, we'll get rid of those. That's fine. What does the headgear look like? Nothing amazing, but we'll keep it.
See anything you like?
If nothing else, we'll be stripping it for mods later. Okay.
Come again.
Thank you. So, might as well start where we finished, pretty much. Staring. Yeah, we'll move over here. This'll do. So, when we come back, we'll be heading over to Axial Park, striking at one of Thanaton's main bases of operation, where a lot of people believe it's still held in Republic hands. Hopefully that's a way we can convince the commandos to lead an assault there. In addition, Darth Decimus and General Hesker want us to lead an attack through Axial Park and claim it all the more for the Empire. Thank you all for joining me once again, and hopefully I'll see you for even more next time for more efforts here on Corellia. Until then though, take care. Bye bye now.